fed the flames until they swallowed up the night. They swore we'd fall, they swore we'd crawl out of the fight, but every wound we carved became a guiding light.
Get up!
Get up!
The countdown screams!
Can you feel the voltage?
It burns your blood, it cuts a path behind you.
We break the ceiling, tear the limit from the sky.
A storm exploded, we were born to never die. We are the voltage.
Ride the surge.
The fever rising.
This is the final urge.
Circuit breaker.
When the lights go down,
Heroes back still wears the crown. No one can stop us now.
step in the ring. This is legacy in motion. The crowd's a storm, the roar's a tidal boiling ocean. You face the ghost you've been outrunning all these years. We drag it out, rip the silence from your fears.
Stand for your evil. Rise up. We are the voltage.
Ride the surge.
The fever rising.
This is the final urge.
Circuit breaker.
When the lights go down,
Heroes back still wears the crown. No one can stop us now.
break the system, crush the resistance. Iron in our veins, no fear, no distance. This is the power, this is the vow. RCW can't stop us now.
You can't stop us now. Hey. You can't stop us now. We are the voltage. Ride the surge. The fever rising.
This is the final urge.
Circuit breaker.
When the world goes black, RCW stands clawing back.
No one can stop us now.
Armored hearts, we march in line, steel and fire, the stars align. They try to break us, try to run, but here we are, the battle's won. Through the ropes, through the flames, we're rewriting all their games. The female Whispers turn to thunder roars, shattered ceilings, open doors, knuckles bruised but spirits high. Watch us soar, we'll never die. We are the tide, unstoppable flow, stronger together.
Hello and welcome. This is Jens Johann von Party speaking, and we are kicking off RCW episode 4. Starting up right now, Emily McKnight, who's still looking for her first win at RCW, versus Michelle McCool, who is actually in the title question and could be, and actually is, next week scheduled for a title shot at Jezebel's Revolution Championship. But as we kick things off, it seems to be only Emily. Well, until I said that. Oh no, she is still in command here as they struggle for power, for dominance. It's Emily who's got her grip on Michelle McCool, twisting her arm behind her back. Turning her around and dropping her to the floor. Now getting her head all cranked. And she's back on her arm. Still full in control. This has to tire out Michelle. At some point she has to respond. But Emily's keeping it up. All that pressure. Finally an answer by Michelle, who drop kicks and gives Emily a knee to her back. Throwing her into the corner. Double axe handle on her back. Twisting her arm with the help of the rope now. And Emily breaks free, going for the early pin. But doesn't even get a 1 count as Michelle turns it around. 1 count there. Emily saving herself outside of the ring. Rolling out. And Michelle drops. I don't know where she was going, but there was no Emily in sight there. And Michelle's back in the ring as Emily continues to hold up the momentum and the active control over Michelle McCool. And a reversal by Michelle. Grabs her leg and twists it back as Emily writhers in pain. And a dropkick by Emily onto Michelle, commanding Michelle to get up. And a cartwheel that misses as Michelle reverses it, throwing her into the ropes and over her body onto the canvas. But Michelle's fast to get up and slams Michelle, the rally of punches, onto the mat. 2. And gets a 2 count. Well, that was a good combi. If she can keep that going, she might actually have a chance tonight. And Michelle punches Emily. But Emily drags Michelle into the corner, kicking her into her stomach. And again. Now choking her down in the corner. Letting her go and letting her recover, demanding her to get up once again. Climbing up that apron. And misses with her body slam. Michelle with a pin. 2. T count. Throwing Emily into the... here she goes with her finishing move. And this could very well be an early win for her. 1, 2, 3.
Slow down, this adrenaline is burning through my veins. Another city, another fight, I'm losing track again. Sacco on the run, always chasing down the flame. You know I'm trying, but the chaos never stays the same. I know you really wanna go. My pulse is ripping out of sync. Just breathe and reset. Don't think. Catching that I'm spiraling and I slip through the shadows like I'm dying. Just to feel it. Maybe someday I'll come crashing home to you. I don't wanna feel the day my luck can't pull me safe. My heart in your hands, too late. No regrets. I don't wanna see the night you cry my name at my grave. This is my one shot to fight back. No regrets. Right now. Let's go! This pressure's got me choking on my breath. Every mention of the life I give away my death. We speed through the light till the fire in your eyes falls to the floor and unravels like a seven line. I know you really wanna go, but I can't quit. I'm losing hope. Gotta make it back, I swear. My mind's in rewind, rewinding everywhere. Life's a push, struggling while I call for air. Panic in my lungs, but I'm still right there. Rolling flat line at the moon, storm clean. Everything I am is tearing at the seams. In the quiet of Yakushima.
And an ambush by Kazuya on Jin, just like in Mayhem where Jin did the same to Kazuya. These two really have it out for each other. Now, it seems like Jin's okay and the match is going to start anyway. Obviously a disadvantage for Jin, having to have taken multiple blows before the match, but he gets this match started in a great style. He's up against Zako, who is still looking for his first win, as is Jin. Both of them have not won in RCW yet, but both of them also have only had their debuts on Wildfire, which was only 2 weeks ago. And an early pin by Zacco. 1. Only gets a 1 count. And the momentum of the beginning of the match seems to have been going Jin's way. Let's see if he can keep it up. Multiple kicks to the head there by Jin onto Zacco as he steps outside of the ropes for a springboard move. That actually looked like a more weak kick. And reversal by Zacco. And the drop kick by Zacco. Zacco grabs him, throws him into the ropes, gives him a smaller round kick, runs into the ropes and grabs the neck for the neck breaker. And returns the kicks to the head in style. As he now... 1. That's a pin I haven't seen yet. Pretty spectacular. As he gets up for a high risk, high flying move and misses the moonsault drop kick on to Jin, who in turn manages to hit his move. So Zacco's in control again, but misses with a super punch from the springboard. And a punch to the stomach, dragging Jin to the corner. And a reversal by Jin. Multiple elbows to the face. That's gotta hurt. A torture rack, it seems. Oh no. 1, 2, almost 3. There wasn't much left for that third count. And Zacco's back up on his legs, landing that knee to the face but missing the springboard move, getting thrown almost outside the ropes as he goes over the ropes and reverses Jin's move there, throwing Jin into the ropes himself and going for the roundhouse kick. Showing off, showboating, and high boots Jin out of the ring. Seemingly happy with the count out, but gets out when he sees Jin slowly getting back up again to keep the pressure onto Jin. And an RKO. Throwing Jin back into the ring. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The RKO does it.
Scream Her heart beats like a battle drum. Each step says the fight's begun. Chão treme forte sob os pés. Lá no alto o céu se desfaz. O vento grita, quem ousa mais? I am the tower, eu sou poder. Rio calls me, I rise, I dare. Invencível, ninguém me para. Lá no topo, minha palavra. A sombra cresce, cobre a luz. Quem desafia só restam cães. Cada passo outro trombando. Feel the roar, o mundo cai. Step aside or join the fight. I am the tower, eu sou poder. Rio.
And this certainly feels like a main event, although it's only the third match of the evening and we've got many more to go. But these two giant ladies, or let's say Tower and Godness, have been at each other before. Is this a rivalry brewing? I don't know. But apparently Helen demanded satisfaction after her debut loss to the Tower of Rio, Luana Souza, as she super hits her there with the super punch, or a godly punch you could call it. And this time it's how can she lift the goddess like that? The sheer strength needed for that, and the drop must be devastating. Now the rules are a KO match here, as that is Helen's specialty, and she does want to make sure that she can have all the and Luana kicks Helen, jumping on her with that knee drop, but hurt. It remains to be seen if these rules are actually in Helen's favour, because the Tower of Rio is no joke herself. She stands in no way behind Helen. Strength, size, probably slightly taller, maybe not as heavy. As she, well, a submission hold will not get you the win in this one, as she reverses Helen, giving her that strong punch, but gets reversed by Helen. And it's going back and forwards, momentum changing, but it's back in Luana, the Tower of Rio's hands, and a slap as she more or less showboats her way into that reversal that was surely coming, but she throws off Helen. Both of these women dodging each other, missing each other. Well, I guess when you try to connect with the hard punches, it's easier to dodge them. And Helen firing herself up. The goddess is on fire, but gets thrown into the rope now and dropped onto the back. Luana seemingly getting the better at the beginning here. Throwing off. How can she lift Helen like that? It just looks ridiculous. How much strength do these women have to just make it look that easy lifting the other giant? Well, I guess it's all different from a giant's perspective. And Helen being thrown back into the ring with one arm. And a double reversal here as Luana locks in her finisher, the bear hug. Submission, but submissions do not win you the match today. And Helen finds a way out of this bear hug. Throwing Luana into the ropes and lift choke slams Luana as if she doesn't weigh anything. And now she's got her at the legs and is twisting her. Ooh, Luana will be very dizzy after this as Helen drops her. The goddess following it up, demanding Luana to get to her feet as she unleashes those devastating punches and drops Luana on her back. Getting her up once more and then throws her into the ropes. You get a bit of grab of her and ooh, especially with that weight and that power, that's got to be devastating. Double axe handle to the back, onto that arm. Now she's targeting the limbs and the stomach, stepping on her. And Luana, the Tower of Rio, fires up and Helen can't believe it. But the Tower of Rio seems so unaffected by all that damage that surely was thrown at her way. And a high boot. Luana really getting the momentum, throwing the goddess over like she's just another wrestler in her way. Just another obstacle, nothing more, no goddess. But the goddess reverses and connects with that super punch, showing how divine she is indeed. And another punch to the head. Continuously working on actually throwing that knockout punch as she does the twist move once again. But Luana somehow escapes all that, but is reversed and a high boot that sends Luana flying backwards and rolling out of the ring. Now we do have a time limit for this knockout and we're in the last 3.5 minutes, so the girls need to hurry up. We get some showboating by the goddess as Luana gets back up again. But she has no answer for those punches, but manages to somehow throw up Helen, slamming her into the mat. Telling her to get up. And another boot through her face. Now Helen, the goddess, is firing up as if nothing has happened to her. Changing the momentum indeed as she gets Luana onto her shoulders and reverses the bear hug attempt by Luana. She throws Luana into the corner, working those punches as Luana slowly drops, seemingly out of stamina. Helen gets up to the apron and drops herself onto Luana. Luana looks dazed as she's struggling to get up to her feet. More punches to the face, and that's the knockout punch, just in time.
breath through hotel doors. You said, boy, you're too damn smooth. I said, darling, I was born to lose. Suit jacket smelling like smoking gin. A good time starts where regrets begin.
Desde Caracas para la cima vienen dos. RCW, prepárate, que llegó la evolución.
Volcaje, Wildfire, Volcano, los van a sentir. Los gemelos en la casa y vinieron a destruir. Nací con mi bro el mismo día, misma sangre, misma vía. Desde los 14 dábamos golpes en la esquina fría. Del yo fue al mundo, bro, mira lo que se ha avecinado. Pana venezolanos conquistando esta rutina. En cada empresa que tocamos la grada se ilumina, porque cuando entramos juntos 1000 batallas se terminan. Somos fuego, somos show, somos hype, adrenalina. RCW nos llama porque aquí manda la disciplina. Wildfire o Mike en volta, hecho cualquier tarima. No importa el escenario, la victoria nos combina. Nos ven subir la rampa y la gente se alucina. Somos la dupla que convierte cada entrada en vitrina.
Y suena el beat.
Caracas representa. Sube el ambiente, los gemelos vienen fuertes. Vienen cada nuestro nombre todo el mundo ya lo sabe.
And we have a new debut, a new tag team, the Glow Empire, accompanied by their partners Jacob and Emily McKnight. You can see in the ring OTW and William Davis. Now, don't ask me to tell them apart. They are wearing the same attire and they are twins with the same hairstyles and tattoos. So I don't know how to keep them apart, tell them apart. Maybe someone can help me with how to guess who's who. And they're up against two veterans of RCW and EWF, Drew Jeffries and Carlos Hernandez, the one true king as he calls himself. Now, faction being formed, the Glow Empire, 4 members. That's the most we have so far. Not even the Black Lotus Triads have that number of wrestlers in their faction yet. But with the return of Luana Souza, it's just a matter of time until the Black Lotus Triads are back to full strength and will be able to rival the 4-member strong Glow Empire. And who knows, maybe the Crimson Order will also get a 4th member, as the factions in RCW seem to be growing. But today it's a tag match, so Emily McKnight and Jacob McKnight are just here as managers, not to actually interfere in this match, but nonetheless an advantage for the debutants OTW and William Davis. Now, one of these twins is in the ring now. Don't ask me which one it is, as he moonsaults off the springboard onto Drew Jeffries and seems quite in control of this match. Rolling Drew Jeffries over, running against the rope and dropping an elbow drop onto Drew Jeffries, who is yet to form some kind of defense. But the twin misses him, and Drew goes for the pin, but only gets a 1 count. That would have been shocking, but not unusual, as Drew has stolen matches like this before, winning them out of nowhere, seemingly. And the twin William Davis or OTW, I still can't tell them apart, and it hasn't happened by magic yet that I could. But here we go, as the momentum changes to Drew Jeffries, but the other twin had another idea and kind of seems to have dazed Drew there. The twin suplexes Drew, who is desperate for the tag as the true king, as he calls himself. Carlos Hernandez gets in the ring and slams the twin to the mat, targeting the right leg of the twin. Now, if ever wrestlers needed name tags on their attire, it's these two. How else are commentators like myself supposed to tell them apart? But maybe that's the idea. And the twin is dropped onto Hernandez's knees, getting dragged into the corner, but reverses Carlos. Landing goes punted, and I could not tell you if the twins have tagged yet or not. I don't even know if that's the same twin from the beginning or not. Well, we almost had a tag there, but Carlos had another idea and reversed that move. And again, Carlos is reversing the move. Spinning around the twin and a neck breaker. And the tag is made, and we have a fresh twin in the ring who gets drop kicked by Carlos. As Carlos is distracted with the other twin, he gets drop kicked from behind and dragged into the corner. Slammed onto the mat as the twin gets up, ready for a high spectacular, high risk move, pinning it to only 2. And once again, Carlos is in charge, reversing the moves and gaining momentum, throwing the twin into the corner, getting reversed and thrown into the corner himself. Showboat by the Blue Empire. And here is another pin attempt. 1, 2, 3. The Glow Empire wins.
Los gemelos venezolanos son la fuerza que no cabe. Caracas en la casa, Latinoamérica en la casa.
RCW, prepárense, ellos vienen por todo.
Mira cómo subo sin miedo, sin pausa. Mira cómo gano, victoria que causa. Del barrio al estadio, la historia descansa. En dos gemelos locos que dominan la danza. No hay táctil que nos pueda frenar. No hay campeones que no vayamos a tumbar. RCW somos parte, somos arte, somos el final. Porque juntos somos imparables y no hay nadie igual. Somos los hermanos del fuego, del barrio pa'l ruego. Somos la dupla que convierte cada sueño en juego. Somos los reyes del ritmo, los hijos del trueno. RCW, el mundo entero es terreno. ¡Ey! Llegamos pa' quedarnos, pa' ganar, pa' reinar.
Y si el ring es la guerra,
Nosotros vamos a mandar.
reflection, proud and pure, unshaken heart, forever sure.
Born in silence, raised in flame, the mark he bears a ghost, a name. Through broken crowns and whispers low, he walks the edge where secrets grow. The city sleeps beneath his feet, a symphony of guilt and deceit. No halo fits, no mercy stays. He writes his sins in silver blaze. Every scar of our unspoken, every fallen chain that's broken. Fly, Oliver, fly through the storm and the sorrow. Carry the night, steal the breath from tomorrow. The moon is your witness, the truth of your design. Feathers of the fallen still carry the spine.
And this has to be the first match of Oliver Ospreay at RCW Voltage that is not the main event of RCW Voltage, but when you look how stacked this match is, you've got the one-winged angel Nathan Thunder and the Celtic warrior Sheamus in a triple three-way knockout match for as qualification for Revolution New Year's or New Year's Revolution pay-per-view later this month. The winner of this books a ticket to the semi-finals of the Iron Fist tournament, although that was already promised last week. And Sheamus dominated that, and still he has to qualify against these two main eventers because Oliver Robb decided that Oliver Ospreay deserved a chance at this tournament as well. And not only that, he pushed a spot for Nathan Thunder because Nathan Thunder had beaten Oliver Ospreay before. So Sheamus cannot be happy. He's done the best he could have, and now he has to do it all again in this knockout match. So the only way someone can be eliminated here is by a knockout. Now, unlike the former matches in last week's episode, this week's episode will allow certain freedom and use of weapons. There will be no countouts outside, but as you can see, under the ring, Tarzan the Maniac has stacked ladders over ladders over ladders over ladders over ladders. So expect to see a lot of ladders in this match, as somehow someone thought it would be funny to have a lot of ladders in this match. The first two out already, as Nathan stomps on Oliver and throws down Sheamus. Oh, and there's also a time limit on this match, so as the two of them, Nathan and Oliver, go at each other after they just helped each other knock down Sheamus, Ospreay gets knocked down by Sheamus. There's a time limit, altogether 10 minutes. If in 10 minutes no winner is decided, we will see another type of match, probably next week, but with Oliver Robb you never know. Moonsault by Oliver Ospreay onto Sheamus, as Nathan drops him on face first onto the ladder. That's gotta hurt. And Nathan gets out of the ring and gets back in again, using the right moment to get behind Sheamus and drop him next to the ladder. That would have been devastating if it would have landed on the ladder, just like that move that actually did land on the ladder. Oliver Ospreay here already struggling, but manages to dodge that move, twisting the leg, targeting the limbs of Nathan Thunder. As Sheamus gets out another ladder, because why not? 2 ladders are simply not enough ladders. Ospreay getting on the upwind, get ready for that high risk, Shining Star Press, and hits it. He connects, and the somersault onto Nathan, who looks pretty much finished now, surprised that he's not been knocked out yet, and seemingly was just waiting for Sheamus to reverse that attempt of multiple punches to the face. And Sheamus misses the leg drop but connects with the clothesline. Easily lifting Oliver Ospreay as Nathan Thunder gets out the 4th ladder of the evening. Watching cleverly as Sheamus and Oliver go at each other, but misses the chance to connect. As Ospreay puts away Sheamus, who then rolls out, having the ladder slam onto him for extra damage, but is not called out, knocked out, and Oliver Ospreay, the bad lad, gets out ladder number 5. There's 5 ladders in there, and Sheamus says, oh come on, let's get number 6 out as well. And now we actually have 3 ladders in the ring. This is getting insane, as the neckbreaker connects onto the ladder as well. We are in the last 4 minutes, and all 3 opponents are still in this. Very much so. And another leg breaker onto Oliver this time. Nathan missing Sheamus as he dodges and gets multiple kicks to the back of the knee, but manages to get out of it, landing that neck breaker on Sheamus, but has to reverse. Oliver, who was going at him madly, now paying the favor in kind, really going at Oliver, and after that German suplex, I'm surprised that Oliver has not been called knocked out yet. Sheamus going to drop Nathan onto that ladder. That has to hurt, as Oliver throws both of them out of the ring, seemingly content. Having done so, also gets out the ring, drops Sheamus, and now what's he doing? Yeah, he doesn't quite seem to be there, but then speeds up for the kick on. Now he's telling both to get up, body slams down. Nathan, who is then seemingly eliminated, as there's 2 minutes left for Sheamus and Oliver to decide this one. Slamming Sheamus head first onto that ladder. Dangerous move, springboard, misses, connects with the ladder and gets a face full of Sheamus' fist. Followed up And his German suplex onto that ladder. How is he still getting up? He looks bruised and beaten. This could very well be Oliver's game, as Oliver still seems to have a lot of energy left. He gets out of the ring. What's he doing now? He gets back in the ring. He's got Sheamus, throwing Sheamus into the corner. Sheamus is not doing much anymore. Oh, there comes the late reversal, but misses with the clothesline. Connects the punches. Lifts Oliver, and he's going to drop him onto the mat. Luckily not onto one of the ladders. Gets out. Ready for a springboard move, it seems. And misses. And Oliver reverses and drops Sheamus onto the mat. Only 20 seconds left. Finisher move. Is it enough? Can Oliver end this? Decide this one, or will we be going at this in episode 5 once more? Can he decide it with this springboard? There he gets ready. Super punch connects, but somehow not with the punch. And it's not called as decided, it's over. So we will be doing this next week again.
They said, slow down, don't shine too bright. But I was made to light the night. 5 months losing by design. Still the crowd kept me in mind. They wrote my name in bitter ink, but love don't fade as fast as they fade. I took my scars, I took my hue, painted stripes and started new. You can fire my name, but you can burn my flame. Every fall is fuel, you see, it all comes back to me. By the way, I'm the zebra queen, black and white and evergreen. Trick or treat, I feel alive. You can't hide a star that shines. By the way, I'm still your song. You can boo, but you'll sing along. Crowd's my crown, my point of view. It's definitely a treat for you. They cut the cord, said you're too loud, but every echo feeds the crowd. I lost my place, but not my part. You can't unplug a beating heart. Constantine, right through fire and ice. She swears she's not a monster, but the night knows her name. She rides alone through shattered skies, leather black and hunter's eyes. The window base, the stars collide and shadows kneel beside her ride. Her lips of red, her breath of frost, 1,000 souls already lost. She says it's just perfume, not sin, but the fire burns within. On her lips, she calls it wine. Eyes of the damned, just candlelight. She rides in shadows, the thunder knows her name. She rides in shadows, through fire, through flame. No priest, no mercy, no holy chain. The dark obeys, it knows her name. She rides in shadows and burns in sacred rain. They fear truth, they curse her grace. No cross can hide her hunger's face. Her touch is ice.
And we are finally there in the main event. And what could be better than Oliver Ospreay, Sheamus, and Nathan? What could be more main event? I tell you what, two champions, the Revolution champion, the Universal champion, and the Zebra Drukari Queen of Spades in a triple KO knockout match with a 10-minute limit and a hell load of tables. Yes, you heard me right, tables, because Tarzan the Maniac thought, we've got ladders in the first match, why not put tables in the second match? So expect a lot of tables in this one. And I heard, as far as I know, there's still some unpaid for tables in the rivalry between Carmella Karnstein and Natalie Isabelli. And speaking of rivalries, there's also one evolving between Natalie and Jezebel. They couldn't decide the knockout match, the 6-woman knockout match that was last week, so this one's the decider, and it was supposed to be only between the two of them. But Oliver Robb again thought Carmella Karnstein, the Universal Champion, didn't have a chance to get into this tournament yet, so she gets a chance tonight. And as this goes on, I've been telling you this, the ladies have been going at all of this and been absolute breaking the show so far. As Natalie gets lifted onto the shoulders from Jezebel, she reverses it, throwing those punches at Jezebel, together teaming onto Jezebel with Carmella, but then decides to go after Camilla, and I'm way behind on what's happening. So now you can see Natalie being reversed and Camilla getting the second table of the night out, getting the first table into the ring as Jezebel is thrown into the corner and then reversed and throws Natalie into the corner herself, but it's then grabbed in return by Carmella, who drops her, and Camilla gets clotheslined by Natalie. It connects, and a moonsault that lands Natalie onto the table. And another table is thrown into the ring by Jezebel as she drops Carmella onto that table. And you will be hearing that word a few times today. Table. And Natalie being taken care of by Carmella here, but then misses on the final connection and gets a super kick to the back as Jezebel flies around like a cat, grabbing Natalie and throwing her onto that table. No table's broken yet, as Jezebel gets dropped onto the knee of Natalie. And Carmilla lifting the Drukari Queen onto her shoulders, onto her torture rack, but Natalie escapes. Meanwhile, Jezebel has set up the first table and is getting ready to put Carmilla right through that table, but Carmilla reverses that. She does not want to be throwing through that table and knocks Jezebel onto the other table, grabbing that table and also setting up that table. We have two set up tables in the ring. Now, putting someone through the table is not going to win the match. You've got to knock them out. And here, Carmilla was trying to make Jezebel submit, which is also not the way to win the match, but it is a way to tire your opponent. And this time, it seems, yes, Carmilla goes through the table. Jezebel put her through the table, but has to eat defeat straight after from Natalie, as Natalie gets up the other table, commanding Jezebel to get up, back up. And a springboard kick to the face from Natalie on Jezebel, but Camilla's back in there. And now Natalie finds herself in the middle between Jezebel and Camilla, and almost gets dropped through the table by Jezebel, who seems to have found a liking of dropping her opponents through the tables. And multiple punches connect to Natalie there, as Natalie rolls out and Jezebel takes care of Carmilla. Thinking there's not enough tables in this match, she gets out another table and drops it onto Natalie, but seems to have missed because Natalie doesn't seem much impressed by that move. And Natalie and Jezebel seem maybe a bit concussed there, at least confused, they weren't quite there at it. And Jezebel gets slammed onto that table, and the table dropped on her, but is also not much impressed by that. Knocked with the table, no selling it. And Carmilla tries to get one table back, but is reversed. All three back in the ring now. Natalie being dragged, thrown against the ring as Jezebel misses her super punch, and Natalie misses her soul snatcher. The girls putting more damage on themselves than they are putting on their opponents, as Jezebel tries to go for that spectacular move, but is stopped by Natalie. Continuing the move, and this time manages to slam Natalie onto the corner of the ring. But Natalie comes flying from the apron with a double axe handle onto Jezebel, lifting the table and giving Carmilla a good taste of that table, a closer look so to say, and says a few rude words to Jezebel before dropping her, but is then thrown into the ring by Jezebel, who in return is grabbed by Carmilla. And another table set up by Natalie Isabelli. She reverses Carmilla. And we're in our last 2 minutes as Natalie throws Carmilla through the table from 2 episodes ago at Voltage, repaid so to speak. Carmilla now getting up again as Natalie rolls out. It's Carmilla against Jezebel in the ring, getting the torture rack up, and the referee calls Jezebel out in that torture rack. It's amazing what kind of situations referees call as a knockout and which ones they do not call out. It's up to Natalie and Camilla to decide this one, as the beginning of this is obviously the momentum of Natalie, who got a good break there before when Jezebel and Camilla were at it. And throws Camilla out the ring as she jumps through the ropes for that move on Camilla. Camilla looks like she's not got much fight left. And the deal breaker from Natalie as she gets up onto the apron, and there's 30 seconds left. Will we have another draw? Falling from the stars, neck breaker, and it seems to be enough. Natalie wins.
Reminds me why I love this place. Freedom rings in black and white. I dance beneath the RCW lights. Oh, they can ride my fall, but they can't stop my call. Every cheer just sets me free. The crowd belongs with me. By the way, I'm the zebra queen, black and white in Halloween. Trick or treat, the ring's alive. You can't hide a star that shines. By the way, I'm still your flame. Every chant repeats my name. I was lost, but now it's true. It's definitely a treat for you. Every fall became my art, painted light across the dark. They can plan my every move, but they can't control this groove. By the way, I'm the zebra queen, black and white, a silver sheen. Raise your hands, the night is mine. You can't stop a star that shines. By the way, I'm back in view. Every dream I thought I knew. Love and stripes and something new. It's definitely a treat for you. Zebra queen tonight. Ooh, shining in the light. You can't hide a star that shines. It's definitely a treat for you. They bury the crown, but the heartbeats stay. You can silence the name, but you can't kill the flame. Rain, heaven.